doesn't come with flash, apparently. I mean, yeah, I mean that's what we do. That's what we do see a lot of the time. But again, we are getting ready to load into this second game of this series between Watchdogs and Stray Wolves. I mean, this could be the game winning, I mean, this could be the game-winning series for Watchdogs, or will Stray Wolves take take blood out of these undefeated defending champions right
Yeah.
now? But you look at them; they're 5 stacking right now. Well, compared to Watchdogs, who have done the normal 5 point start. And right now, they're just going to try to get up vision here, and it should spot out Zeri over at that
Montreux
point.
over the wall? Yep, thought so.
No damage, bro. No damage.
It did
No
not connect. Yeah, Zeri did manage to see it before the second bit. It landed before Zeri walked into the bush, and Zeri saw it and was able to walk out right after. But I mean, that's a typical start for Karma when you're on that side. I believe they were balled up in that bush specifically because Nautilus, you can invade. Nautilus is one of those hook champs, very much capable of invading there. But both of these teams playing it safe, both of them understanding what it means. Obviously, for Watchdogs, they want to end this series. They want to guarantee themselves a top 2 spot for the second year in a row in this tournament. As for Stray Wolves, they know that if they lose this, but Nautilus might get caught out here. Ooh, does have that route onto gets a hook onto Karma. They could look for this. Karma have a flash heal already, and that is such a huge loss for that Stray Wolves bot lane. That is going to be huge. That's big impact, and that's something that can definitely change the state of the lane.
Yeah, that's huge, especially in a Nautilus lane. You want to punish this now, especially no flash, no heal. Both junglers did start at the same side of the map, and if you look over at Viego, has a faster ability to clear this, could affect this bot lane matchup even sooner. I mean, as the Stray Wolf squad, you want to allow this bot lane to push this up and think that they have an advantage, and then immediately come for the gank. And if you look over at Zegion, yes, is doing the 3 camp start that we've been seeing over from the jungler like Junk King. Takes these 3 camps, Red, Razorbeaks into Gromp, into gank over to the bot lane. But if you look over at Kev is electing to do the same 3 camp start and then try to impact this bot lane map. You look at both junglers, they are coming over. Pings are going over to the red buff of Lee Sin here. I mean, there's a hook over at bot lane. They caught the Karma, but
yeah, will be spotted out here. Does have that ward hop to get away very easily. This ward right now, the one that Lee Sin is on, that was placed by Karma when she got hooked at the very beginning. I was gonna point that out because that's gonna be very beneficial. But look here, Ryze getting dove on, but having a flash and great ignite play by this Ryze, fighting him under tower, knowing that he has the advantage there, and a solo kill for the Ryze. First blood drawn by Stray Wolves.
Yeah, important is there is no TP for this for Sylas there. So what's important here is ignite. That pretty much ruined the combo of Sylas. No, actually, you know what? No matter what you do against Sylas, anti-healing is just what ruins Sylas there. So first blood there, big by Billow. I mean, Ryze is not a solo queue champ, but it's still a really good scaling champ. And it seems like these 2 laners just accepted. Yeah, you know what? Let's handshake. Let's just take these. Let's just take these CS here and call it even. Kev is trying to impact this bot lane. They know there's no flash here. They could try to go for something.
Viego's around. Could look for something here. Nautilus flash hook onto the Karma. Karma does not have flash. They are looking for the Karma here. Does have the route onto the Nautilus. Nautilus trying to escape, but Zeri picks up the kill. Viego is around trying to go for something here. Ezreal getting some damage in, but they're not going to overchase. Kill going over to Watchdogs.
Yeah, nice kill. First kill going over to Human 100 here on the Zeri. But again, there's no flash on teanivia here. This could be a pick here.
Oh yeah, they could go for this. Does not have flash like you said. Great stun coming in from the Viego. Great stun as well onto the Viego himself. Ryze trying to get that last auto, but it's not enough damage. Lee Sin is around now. Could look for the counter engage. Does not land that resonating strike. And Viego just warding him off to prevent the re-engage.
Yeah, this is the first time we're ever really seeing teanivia struggle in lane, because that is the range versus melee matchup idea, and that is a big thing. 2 big scuttle crabs here for Zegion that does allow to scale up even faster. They are trying to go.
They might look for the dive here. Lee Sin is around and will hit them off. Yes, great. Oh, but they still might look for this. They know that Lee Sin's walking away. Oh.
No Kingslayer, no Kingslayer here.
Yeah, he's looking for the root here, but does get the root on Sylas under tower, and Sylas with a flash. Ignite pot ticking down, but it's not enough. stealing the body of the Sylas, however, but Sylas falls to the Lee Sin. That's a 1-for-1 overall, but I would say that's not really that worth it because, I mean, yes, teanivia loses the way, but Lee Sin is here to catch it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and
again,
2
it's
flashes
not
blown
worth
as
it.
well.
I guess it's not worth it just for teanivia, who's already 20 CS behind, just getting some revenge here over from that mid lane masterclass that we saw last time around. But again, as Shen, this is exactly why you pick Shen. You have the ability to bully out the laner because of that inherent damage that Shen does have. Shen still has not recalled. This does allow Shen to take. Oh, that's actually one of those big Shen combos. Is you go up to them in tower, and then you just taunt them out, and this does allow Shen to just take a lot of damage here. This is not good. Has
Yeah,
flash.
Shen might fall here, but as that's happening, they're ganking the mid lane again. We do have the Karma around as well. That's another kill going over. And as that happened as well, solo kill in the top lane, Wukong taking out the Shen. So flash for flash there, as we can see in the timers, but that is a great turnaround by Stray Wolves, getting advantages all around the map.
Yeah, just not respecting the Wukong damage, especially because of that recall has that Sheen, is definitely going to lose out a lot of the times that trade, and this does allow for the free dragon. I mean, right now this is not looking good for Watchdogs because they are the earlier game comp, and they could try to go for a certain steal here. There is a smite
Zeri
available.
W coming in a little
Nice.
bit too early. They timed that. They knew that they were probably going to look for it. And yeah, just well played by the Viego holding onto that smite.
I mean, right now, as Watchdogs, you just kind of want to calm down a little bit. Do not allow this Ryze to go get even more fed. I mean, we really do need to see what this Ryze does build. If it is that Archangels, that is going to be a very, very scary scaling Ryze. But if that if that turns into Fimbulwinter or something like that,
Oh, Lee Sin might get caught here. Great pop on the blast cone here. And now Lee Sin, no ward to get away. Does have that ward to get away, but Ignite is ticking. Trying to get something here, but there is a Realm War coming in. Trying to use a Resonating Strike to get back, but it's not enough. Viego was waiting, and that is a kill onto the Lee Sin.
Yeah, just not right now. It's not going around the way of Watchdog, but there's an engaged bot lane.
Yeah, great hook onto the Ezreal here. No Arcane Shift. Does have flash available. Does still have heal as well. Zeri trying to go for this here, but it's not enough. Stand United keeping Zeri alive in that fight. But yes, just unfortunate. That engage was good, but just not enough damage just yet from the Zeri.
I mean, what is good right now is that this Zeri is 1-0, and this Zeri has the ability to still carry the late game, as what we know. Human 100 was absolutely insane last time around. But yeah, DisasterMonkey is now walking up to the top lane with a wave that seems to be frozen by Wukong. And I mean, right now, as Watchdogs, you don't want to panic just yet. You're still the mid-game comp. You still have the ability. If you hit those spikes within, say, this Ocean Drake, or by the time this Ocean Drake arrives, and if they take a fight, Stray Wolves will still definitely have a hard time winning. And if you look over at the items of this of billow right now, it is that 2 amp tome, so it is most likely going to be that AP scaling mage over at the Ryze Realm Warp coming over to the bot lane. That should be teanivia though.
It's stolen from the Sylas. Great hook back and the kill secured, but flashing away, and it's not enough. The tower damage that's been buffed manages to stop that. As that happened, I believe. No, Wukong just ulting, I believe, to clear the way. I'm not sure why Wukong was ulting there.
I
Because
guess.
United was still on cooldown. Yeah, that was just confusing. Sorry.
Yeah, but again, right now, they could.
This here for the Ryze. Ryze does not have flash. Hook not landing, however. Going a little bit wide. Karma does have the root onto the Nautilus. Ignite ticking down. Nautilus having to flash away, but I believe he will live here. But that is a huge summoner below. And Ignite for flash is something that you'll be very happy about if you're Stray Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Stray Wolves is definitely in control of the map. They should not try to get too greedy. They can look for a dive here. Kev is around.
Viego looking for this, but Lee Sin is now here. Great kick onto the Karma, but getting rooted under tower. Heartbreaker coming in, but jungle for jungle, taking down here. And that is huge because, overall, it may be a 1-for-1, but that is a shutdown in the hands of this Lee Sin.
Yeah, again, I mean, last time around, we know how how good this Lee Sin can be. And if you look over at teanivia is down 1.5k gold because of all the focus they have spent over at this mid laner.
Speaking of focus, once again, Karma going in here dashes away, but Karma trying to get some more poke here. But yeah, as you mentioned, focus again, another laner popping up to ruin teanivia's day. They saw what kind of impact he had last game, and they're just
wards.
yeah, so much vision coming in from Stray Wolves here.
Yeah, I mean, right now the reason why this Stray Wolves team is looking so good is because Talius is finally on a champion that can roam and is effective with roams. Not like Yumin last time around, can't really do much other than heal and give adaptive force in the early game, which isn't even much. But again, on the Karma, you can definitely feel the impact of these roams coming out from Talius, and that's what Talius is good at. And especially with KAIRU being on an AD carry such as Ezreal, these roams are actually really good because Ezreal can just not be punished and just stay in lane and just accept this, that okay, I'm just gonna soak EXP and really not be that far behind. If you look over at the items, it's not that big of a difference. Shen and Caulfield Warhammer is completed by Ezreal here, so this Ezreal is not even far behind, even with the Karma permanent.
Is this a triple Sunder game? Look at this. There's 4 Kindle Gems on Stray Wolves, and if Ezreal builds one as well, that's gonna be triple Sunder.
Yeah. This is the Sunder meta is back, I guess, but again, it doesn't seem like yeah, it should be a Sunder Ezreal because of the Conqueror build here. But Zegion is giving a lot of gold over to this AD carry who they have been neglecting a little bit. Still does land.
Ezreal does. Viego is around, however, and you know, it's enough to ward him off. They understand how powerful this Viego is, which is, you know, great respect shown by this Watchdogs, not, you know, refusing to underestimate their opponents so early into the game.
Ocean Drake is up and ready for them to take here. Look at the focus over at mid lane. Constantly 3 people. They don't want to allow this teanivia to breathe because they know how good they can carry. Oh, they're rolling it.
Coming in, but that's a little bit too deep. Nautilus getting caught out here. Zeri having to get away from that, but great kick to disengage now. But Nautilus is falling. He could look for the hook here. We do have the Shen. He popped the Stand United. Great flash hook coming in, but he falls to the Zeri. Zeri now unlocked, but he reducing the Shen falling. And now we see the Sylas coming in a little bit late, but he is here, and look at this damage. Oh, stealing that ultimate does have that true shot barrage. Oh, AP not enough. Oh! Great landing and killing 4 people. They may have lost their Nautilus early, but they managed to trade the lives, and they're going to get this dragon.
As I told you, with Ocean Drake coming up, if they hit their spikes here, they're still the mid game team. They shouldn't panic all that much. Sure, no gold is going over to the Sylas, but Zeri off. That's the problem. This is the problem that they're going to be facing in the late game. And right now, they're nullifying teanivia, but you have to remember, Watchdogs is a 2-headed
going for the Shen here. Does have that second charge of the Cyclone, gets that knock up onto the Shen, popping him onto the tower, and great Q to secure the kill. Another solo kill onto the Shen.
Yeah, I mean, right now you can't really do anything about that. That Divine Sunder abusers are gonna definitely punish these tanks. But again, this Zeri is gonna be a big problem in the late game. Just like last time around, Watchdogs was able to shut down KAIRU on the Aphelios, and oh, they do catch a billow here if this gold.
Yeah. Oh, the Great Root coming in though does have a lot of mana. Can just kite this. You know, Ryze does have a decent amount of range on a Nautilus. Of course, if the hook is up, could look for something. But they see Wukong on the wards and decide not to engage.
Look at the vision on the top side.
I mean, the Zeri slow that fight was phenomenal, catching up multiple members there.
Yep, honestly, but again, they were a little bit too deep with that realm warp. But again, the Stand United allowing these members to stay a little bit tankier and, you know, be a little bit stay healthier in these fights. And as Watchdogs, you're 1k gold down. Even though you have an 0-4 mid laner, you're actually just going to take this because your Zeri is 3-0. This Sylas is still going to be a menace in the late game if Sylas gets items and Sylas gets, you know, the right ultimate. In that case, you know, for example, if they steal a Cyclone or a Mantra E or anything like that, that's going to be absolutely insane for team fights, especially for Zeri. That speed boost as well with Mantra E, it's just going to allow this Watchdog squad to still keep.
I mean,
you know,
even a Mantra W to lock down a certain member for longer, right? Because that's more, you know, with that longer lockdown, that's so much time for Sylas to get his combo, for Nautilus to get, you know, a hook or even just a depth charge, for Shen to get in line for a taunt, right? For that shadow dash. So it's gonna be very, very, you know, I feel like we're overlooking the mantra a little bit in terms of importance for this Sylas. But with the nature of any playstyle that can be played multiple times, I think those are the things that have the most effect. I mean, we were singing its praises during the draft, but the Lulu is one of the prime examples of that. That's something where, depending on how you use it, it can change the tide of a game. And I definitely think that mantra, especially on Sylas, Karma does have AP scalings as an enchanter. So, Sylas building AP himself, that's going to be something that's going to be very beneficial.
I mean, this Herald is going to be important for them not to give up for free. It seems as if they're just starting.
Onto the Ryze, but this is a little bit deep. Getting caught out here. Zeri now going for this. Going onto the Viego Heartbreaker now popped through, trying to get that possession, but the possession does not come through. Great CC chain coming in. We do have the Realm Warp coming in. A great kick to deny the Realm Warp. And now Ezreal getting caught out. Great buffer with that Cane shift, however. But still, once again, trading out this Nautilus for multiple lives. That being said, of course, this Wukong getting some free farm at the bottom, but at the very least, they secure this Herald for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they are still very much ahead in gold right now. 2K, almost 2K, but they can definitely just stop the bleeding here by just sending one member there. But what's big there is teanivia got 2 kills there, and that's not good for Stray Wolves. This member that you're trying to shut down and lock down for the longest amount of time is going to have Everfrost by this next Drake, which mind you is Infernal.
Nautilus might get caught out here. 3 members around. It does not. They just elect to steal the. Yeah, they're just stealing jungle. Gosh,
yeah.
Can't talk.
So what's big here is they cancel out the ability of this Watchdog Stray Wolves squad to end games with that second Herald, which is very there you go. Everfrost on Sylas completed. Stopwatch as well by this fight with Lucidity Boots. This Sylas is no longer that Sylas that they were bullying in lane, and if you look over at the gold, it's almost resurfaced to just 1k gold difference. And actually, if you look over at the items, I think by the next fight, Archangels should be completed by Billow here in this recall before this next fight. But what's big there is, I don't know if you just saw that PD.
I don't think it's the full Archangels though. I mean, it will be stacked enough by the time, probably stacking it on the wave. But yes, this is going to be a big fight. Similar situation to last time. We have an Infernal Drake, potentially Infernal Soul coming up, and that's going to be big for both teams. Obviously, we saw the amount of damage coming out last game when the teams were able to stack those dragons. Neither team managed to get the soul, but both teams got double Drake.
Yeah, there you go. Archangel stuff right there, completed as well. Should be 6 away, and this is dangerous here. If they just trade, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, they're looking for something here. Great Herald pop to make sure that there's a mid push at the very least. Your dragon is up. Herald, because for a second charge, this is a second Herald. Ryze is there, however. Does have the Cyclone. Nautilus swapping a bit forward, but gets taken out immediately. Cyclone getting popped now, and Zeri getting caught in the back here. They are having to peel for the Zeri. Lee Sin not in the fight just yet. Now Shen getting taken down. We do have the stopwatch coming out from the Sylas, but Sylas will get taken out as well. Great engage, great taunt onto the Zeri. Now Zeri having to kite under tower. A little bit aggressive. Wukong now falling, but Lee Sin getting CC'd here. Does have that Q. Gets that E over the wall and manages to survive for just a little bit longer. The kiting was insane, but there was just not enough damage and too much tankiness coming out from Stray Wolves in that fight.
Oh my goodness, that is actually really scary for Stray Wolves. If Human 100 can keep that
Zeri
up.
goes online. Yeah, Zeri goes online. We saw last time Zeri went online. I mean,
look at the HP bars. That's just off of Zeri actually, because Sylas died early. Nautilus was not even in that fight.
Lee Sin was barely in the fight. Yeah.
Shen died too. Actually, we saw the taunt flash coming from a possessed Zegion.
Just Shen, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not good for Stray Wolves there. Sure, you got the Drake, you got the start of the stacking here. That is the second Drake, but Human 100 is above the curve right now, way above KAIRU. Sure, the difference between the 80 carries are not as big as the difference between the 2 mid laners, but again, it's going to be a problem, because if they keep allowing this to happen, they can just keep doing this rinse and repeat. Sure, Lazerue died too early because I guess the Shen was not allowed to ult their Shen, but it's clear what Watchdog's game plan here is. They're gonna sacrifice their 2 tanks for Zeri to just pop off. So as Stray Wolves, you're kind of going to take that notice and understand,
Zeri,
Zeri is just out.
Well,
easily.
I
So
was gonna say Zeri might get caught up, but you know Zeri exists, so
yeah,
I guess she
so
doesn't get to die when she exists.
yeah, that's crazy right now, actually. And yeah, there you go. The one-shotting potential of Ryze in the wave has just been activated. But what's insane is teanivia is toe-to-toe in levels. That's not honestly. That's what you need to be paying attention to. If they were punishing teanivia, yeah, look at that. It's just point barely half uh a wave, like I mean half the EXP away, but was 0-4 in the early game. So that's what you have to pay attention to because yeah, sure, the gold is a big difference, but eventually, if this does get to like what we saw last time around in like level in like 35 minutes in, if this Sylas is not taken out of EXP range, this is gonna be a problem. But look at the
Ooh,
damage.
Sylas might get caught out here. Does Ignite taking down and just full
There you
combo
go.
down to death. That's the one shot you were talking about. You know, not the
Yeah.
flashiest of one shots. Obviously, Ryze one shots last a little bit longer, but great full combo, making sure he hit everything and getting that solo kill onto the Sylas.
Yeah, that's very important now. But then Zhonya's Hourglass just completed by the Sylas here. So again, this Ryze is going to be the main important factor if they can definitely just control the side lane with this Ryze, because that's what Ryze is really good at. That side lane push in to that pressure 1-4 1-4 1-4. But right now they could definitely do the 1-3-1 combo, especially with an Ezreal, right? The Ezreal is the big reason why this is possible. Why it is because Ezreal is so slippery, so good at staying safe. And look, they're just going to keep sending multiple members down.
Touching in for the here. Zeri probably getting caught out here. Viego still tanking this a little bit more. Great stand united into the taunt, and that was a huge turn from Watchdogs onto Stray Wolves. Yes, that's Baron. Mid jungle are gone, and what a turn! That is huge. Two huge shutdowns as well, going into the pockets of Watchdogs. And look at this, straight for the Baron. We do see pings coming out, so it looks like they're going to want to interrupt this. But Shen looking out for extra members, making sure that no steal comes through. This does go a little bit slowly though. They don't have as much sustained DPS, but look at this Ezreal using True Shot Barrage a little bit early. Karma using her Karma to go for a fight here. They're looking for something, but great flash going in for the Karma here. Wukong using that Cyclone to peel a little bit here. We will see the damage coming in. We do see Sylas falling, but the CC coming in onto the Wukong. Wukong does manage to gets 2 kills here, and now Shen might fall here as well. Ezreal getting so much damage in the backline here, and now Zeri falling as well. That's 4 kills for Stray Wolves. That was a little bit of a botched turn by Watchdogs, not deciding whether they should commit to Baron or commit to the turn. And Stray Wolves immediately turn back the bad position that they were put in from that top lane dive.
Yeah, just not good communication coming there, because that they know Zeri had no ult. Zeri has no ability to pop off in these kinds of fights. And now this does allow them to get that Baron for free. So now they're going to be even in more control of the map. Minute away from the next dragon. Ezreal just hit the 2-item power spike that Ezreal's love. And is one of the strongest power spikes in the game. And this Ezreal is completely online now. So yeah, the Sylas is not really the pick that is looking like... It's not really the pick for Watchdogs here. Has not been absolutely insane. The Mantra E was used there. But again, no Zeri ult equals to not much that the Zeri can really do. Sure, the Zeri can still kite, but it's not as slippery and not as mobile as what we see from that. Because, you know, if you paid attention in that top fight, the Zeri ulted and sure got the shutdowns. But again, they are still the stronger squad here.
Wukong is behind the pillar for the turn here. Does have the Cyclone available. First cast being used onto Zeri. Zeri now having to kite this away. Lee Sin getting caught out here. Great combo. And they managed to take out the Lee Sin. Now they're going to push for this. They do have that Baron available. But Zeri, so much damage with that W behind the wall. This dragon does look like it's going to go down for free. And this is going to put Stray Wolves at soul point.
Yeah, just not good fights being taken by Watchdogs right now. This is not looking all that great for them. Sure, just let your Zeri scale up a little bit. Let your Zeri just take its time and give more items over to the Zeri. But as Stray Wolves, you kind of want to take advantage of this. Dragon up for still a minute 40. The Sylas is still absolutely weak. And I don't know if you've seen in each fight, Sylas has not been healing so much because of all these anti-heals. Karma anti-heal, Ignite on Billow, Ignite on Talius. Just not having the breathing room that a normal Sylas would have in terms of fighting. And look at this push. This is absolutely so slow right now coming out. But there is bounties activated, so that's going to be very, very important for this Watchdog squad. But they are down almost 10k gold right now. Stray Wolves in the driver's seat, and Baron still has a minute left. And yeah, they're just taking over the map right now.
I mean, we did see that third item completed on the Ezreal does now have the Serylda's Grudge. So alongside the armor penetration that provides, you know, to get through the tankiness of this Nautilus, of this Shen, you know, and the bruiser-ish nature of this Lee Sin, you know, Sylas not really building too much into that bruiser category. You know, this Ezreal is going to be doing a lot, right? That slow is also going to be very beneficial for this Viego to want to catch up, for this Ryze to land his CC, for this Wukong to catch up, for this Karma to get her root off. So, you know, the itemization has been very, very good from, you know, the whole team of Stray Wolves here to make sure that they can get out the most important member, which is that Zeri.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. They really want to try to get this last turret up at the top.
Root coming in, full combo going in onto the Sylas. Sylas having to escape here. Stand United is popped, and that is a big cooldown taken out of the hands of Watchdogs just to protect the Sylas once again.
Yeah, eye edge completed by Zeri here, but again, yeah, it's a ticking time bomb. The Zeri is just definitely going to be able to pop off, but only until when. Baron did just expire. Wukong split pushing here. The 1-3-1 completely activated. So is Ezreal. Look at the damage there. Herald is also completed 3 items. A 3-item power spike for both.
We're looking for the
carries.
Wukong here, trying to go for something here. Doesn't get the kickoff. Wukong trying to go in. Does have Cyclone. Pops 2 people. Second Cyclone used. Great flash to go in. Second charge of the Cyclone, but Sylas stealing the Cyclone as well. Going in for this Viego, trying to kite out this this Zeri. Zeri now kiting this out very perfectly. Now Wukong having to escape. Gets his left line pop. Zeri trying to get some damage from afar, but Ezreal doing damage as well in the back line. As that's happening, Ryze was pushing the mid lane. We do see no lives taken down there, but a lot of big ultimates use, a lot of flashes, and a lot of cooldowns. Will we see a re-engage? No re-engage coming in just yet. Oh, that W damage from Zeri. That was something.
Oh my
Sheesh.
lord! I mean, that's not a good.
That's all right.
That's not
That's
a
all
good
right.
look. This is why they're nerfing it again. Honestly, they should just rework the champion if they're gonna keep rework and like nerfing this champion. But again, items keep coming through for this area. This is gonna be a problem for Stray Wolves. But again, they are in such a commanding lead that, you know, they're not gonna be worrying right now. They are still way ahead of this game right now, and KAIRU is taking over player gold now, right? Because of those big kills coming through. 6 and 2 on the shutdown on the Zeri.
Baron, Baron turn.
So that was very, very important. And with Ezreal just building more and more defensive now, Frozen Heart should be the third item there. And it looks like Frozen Heart also for the Ryze. This is just gonna be a harder time for this comp to just be able to pop off. But again, yes, 1 minute 30 before the next Drake here, and that's gonna be soul for Stray Wolves. And if they can't stop this, this is gonna be a problem for Watchdogs to handle, because Infernal Drake Ryze is absolutely insane. And here you go, you're starting to see the reason why they punished this Sylas. Now Sylas is 2 levels down on Billow, so teanivia is definitely playing from the behind here. And again, if that one big ultimate can definitely change the fight, that's just Sylas things, right? It's just like a Malphite ult or those Orianna shockwaves. That's gonna be really, really important. Oh, unfortunate that that push is spotted here. But again, one ultimate is all that it takes.
It looks like they're gonna go in here. Viego trying to go for the stun. True Shot Barrage coming in. Wukong is around. Does have that Cyclone available. Does also have GA. If you notice, Death Charge was popped onto the Viego there, but oh, Zeri W.
Good, because there's no Zeri ultimate now. They know this, and that's exactly what you try to do just before Dragon. Is you try to get rid of these.
Sylas has Wukong ultimate though. He could look for something here. Yeah, this is going to be soul for Stray Wolves if they secure this. Viego going very aggressive here. Shen is around, does not have Stand United as well. So these are huge cooldowns that are blown, and great use of vision by this Viego, making sure he doesn't get spotted out in his own mist. Dragon has now spawned, and this is where the Dragon Dance begins. Will this be soul for Stray Wolves, or will we see another steal coming in from this Lee Sin? They are backing off here, so there is, you know, this is going to be a dance for sure. They are pushing this mid lane, but here we do see Watchdogs do have the first step. They are starting up this Dragon. They are trying to drag it out, trying to make sure that there's no big engage onto them. They know that Wukong still has that Cyclone available, trying to spot them out, making sure that they have vision of everybody. But Lee Sin is not around. They know that Lee Sin is
Wukong,
missing.
Wukong.
Wukong going in the back line, trying to get this, but great taunt, and manages to get multiple members. Nautilus taken out immediately. Second charge of Cyclone still available. Zeri having to cut this out. But Wukong does have the GA available, popping multiple members. We see the Shen and the Sylas falling as well. Great Realm Warp to catch out the Zeri, and Zeri is going to fall. Triple kill for this Ezreal. Will they catch out the Lee Sin? Lee Sin getting that Q to try to escape. Does not have flash available. Heartbreaker to close the gap. Will we see them go forward? Ezreal trying to flash Q, getting the Sorrel to slow, but it's not enough. And this will probably be the game-ending push for Stray Wolves. First inhibitor going to go down for Watchdog, taking down the inhibitor, taking down this wave, and there are still all 5 members up. First tower being taken down here. Lee Sin trying to go in, trying to get a kick, but it's not enough. Pops his stopwatch. It's not going to be much. Gets that Gore Drinker, but he's going to fall. Ace for Stray Wolves, and so is the base.
Yeah, and this is going to be the first time we're finally going to see Watchdog's Nexus explode, and 1-1 game 3.